Hey, good afternoon, Manchester and all the surrounding areas. How are you on this beautiful day? You're not Lori.
I'm not. I'm not Lori.
No.
Oh dear. I woke up this morning thinking I was Lori, but while we're on the subject, hello Lori. We want you to get well soon. Rest well. We miss you and we love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Hi, Lori. Yes, Lori. I get messages from her husband how she's doing and
Good.
doing her. Lori is my co-host, and she does a fantastic job, And the one thing that she and I both agree on, and I think you will too, we don't talk politics, and we don't talk religion. And if you're going to slant somebody, you don't do it on my show.
Correct.
Good rules.
Because I think that we want to be a family show. We are like a community show, and anybody's welcome to come on. I mean, we welcomed her, so what to we.
I am the quiet one. You're not buying that either. No one does for some reason. I don't know why.
But anyway, we have a special guest here. And what's her name? We'll let you introduce yourself.
Yeah, I knew
All
I was
right.
going to do this. I know who you are, but I wanted you to be able to introduce yourself.
I never
Such
know.
a
We always
beautiful
let it to
soul.
you. Okay.
Well, my name's Sarah Woodard, and I'm a shaman and a card reader and an author. So,
Welcome. It's so good to have you.
Now,
here.
being a
Thank you.
shaman, can you revert yourself to like an animal feature, or
no, I wish that would be pretty cool.
because a lot of them can.
That would be pretty cool. I have
Can
not,
you
I
project
have not
into
been able
other-
to do that, but that would be pretty neat.
Because I know a lot of people that my son can do, and I know a lot of people that can do that. As I said before, it will come to you gradually. What you're supposed to be, you're right on base with your spiritual level.
Yeah.
I'm not criticizing. I mean, I'm not an expert. Well, I am an expert after all these years. I'm only 34.
Well, you survived me.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but I did. But you're on your path. You're on the right path. And the one thing I would obviously tell you, you can put your books up, just stand them up if you want.
Oh, all right.
And the one
I don't
thing
know
I,
if they'll stand, but we'll try.
yeah, the one thing I would tell you is that don't try so hard. Will they stand right up?
I don't think so. Maybe.
And that is you. And what is that book, please?
So this is Adri's
If they
Big
don't
Dream.
stand up, your lovely guest can hold them up, and I'll zoom in on them.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
I think I got him.
Yeah.
So this is Adri's Big Dream, and it's a children's book that is mostly
about
it's people take very different messages from it, but it's mostly about transformation and letting go of attachment to the outcome.
Okay, okay. And how did you get inspired to be writing these books?
Well, I've always wanted to write, and it took me a long time to kind of find my voice, find my niche, and eventually I figured out that it was about combining my Oh.
You just hold them up there. He'll put a camera on them.
okay about combining my my spiritual nature with and my desire to help people along their
I'm
paths
gonna hold it up.
with my love and my passion for writing.
Okay.
And then it kind of all started to come
Okay,
together.
and then what's the name of them? Which
These?
was yeah.
So these three they're all about learning to hear your guides and create a relationship with your guides. And they're workbooks. And the three different levels kind of bring you up the path. But the way I approach it is about using meditation and your senses to create pathways for your guides to communicate with
So
you.
those are for more like children's books, or are they
So
both
these
adults?
are for adults.
Oh,
The
those
workbooks are for adults.
Okay, then that one's
And
for
this
the
one's
chil-
for
Okay, you
kids.
want to bring that one up? So pick it right up there. Let Paul, great cameraman, will show you. Bring it right up by the mic. There you go.
Okay.
There we
I
go.
love the artwork on
Did
that
you do
book.
this? The
No,
artwork?
oh God, no, I can't draw a stick figure. I found a great illustrator online who did this for me. And
Oh,
he did such a fabulous
It's
job.
fabulous.
Now, if they want to get a hold of this, don't talk price. We can't do that.
no.
Okay. How would they? If somebody wants to purchase that
Yeah.
book,
So it is on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, any of those major ones online.
it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
And so Barnes and Noble is a hard.
It's not in the store, but it's on their website.
And still, it's a hard store to be recognized, so I commend you for that.
Thank you.
okay?
Thank you.
And how long did it take you to write these books?
The workbooks came together pretty quickly. I was actually kind of given them on a shamanic journey. My guides kind of went, "You need to do this," and they just kind of gave it to me. So it was up to me to just put it down and make it organized. So those came together quickly. The children's book took a lot longer. I started and stopped and restarted many times before it finally worked itself through.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? I am writing a book, but I've been so afraid because then again, the negative energy will try to block you from writing anything you want. It'll make you frightened or whatever. I've never told you this part, but I know that I was always so afraid if I finished the book that I would die. Seriously. I really did. I really for a long time. So now Lori my co-host here has reassured me. I'm not going to die. I need to write the book. So I'm going to be writing a book.
Good for you.
And, so I just got to stop procrastinating.
Yeah, it's a leap of faith for sure.
Word.
You did. I'm very proud of you. And I
Lori
know
would have been proud.
she's probably watching this and keeping score.
Yeah. I use big words and she, but we make an amazing team.
Yes.
Don't we really?
Yes.
And folks, I am so excited too. Welcome to come on October 15th from 10 to 11:30. We're going to be hands across the Merrimack.
Yes, we
We're
are.
going to be giving blessings to the water, blessings to the animals, the birds, and blessings to the people, whatever they want to bring their pets or whatever. If you would like to come and join us, you're more than welcome.
We would love to have
Appreciate
you
that.
come.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There is no fee, there is no donation, anything. But if you want to donate to Healing Paws, we'll accept it, obviously. But that isn't what we're about. We're about, I want to see the universe get more peace. And when Spirit, as you know, working with Spirit, right? When Spirit tells you they want you to do this, you know what? You damn well
You just better do it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You also do card readings, am I
I
correct?
do. Yep.
Okay. How long have you been doing that?
I guess a couple of years now.
And you're still a newbie.
Yeah, still a newbie, but for whatever reason, I feel like it was waiting to come out.
Yeah.
Like the spirit
I'm
was
not- I
waiting
don't
for
mean
me to
that
pick
in
them
a-
up
yeah.
and have it come out of me. So
I
it's,
don't mean that in a sarcastic way.
No, I know.
And I've had a lot come in. Oh, I've been doing this for 8 months and I'm teaching now, and I'm like, whoa.
What? Yeah, no.
I'm still a newbie. I've been doing it for older than you are. Okay, for the last 50 years at least. I'm only 34 though.
And that's open for debate.
And I have never been. I've been self-taught. Are you self-taught?
yeah.
I
I would
mean,
say
through
spirit taught me.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I find that I find that more real than some. And I'm not folks. Don't misunderstand. So you better guide me on this one. I'm not knocking people learning on the computer. I'm not knocking people learning from classes. We all have our own way. Like you taught yourself. Well, Spirit taught you. Like with me, I do numbers, right?
Sure.
And I find that more accurate because a lot of people will say, "Oh, well, the cards." She told me that I should follow it this way instead of using your own instinct.
Yeah, that's
It's all you got to follow your intuition
right.
and go with that.
Yeah.
Spirit will speak.
Yeah.
You just got to give it space.
And the cards are nothing really more than a vehicle. Because
Right,
when
exactly.
you're speaking.
People need to see
Exactly.
something on the cards.
Right, it is, and I think he's correct because they need to see something in front of them, and that's
Exactly.
fine.
But it is
Whatever-
it's just a vehicle.
that's all it is.
Spirit
Well,
talks to me
all-
through Facebook all the time because I'm on there.
Oh, so
We are all tools of the universe.
Right.
And when people say they're healers, you know what? You leave yourself too wide open. You can end up actually win a lawsuit. You should say you're a tool to help one heal themselves.
That's very different. Yeah.
And it's like these born-again Christians. Jesus said you are healed today, or something like that. You know what I mean? No, we're not healed. We work as a tool or an investor, and I can see
Right.
you do.
Or
I
investment.
love your laugh. Don't
I do
be-
too. I'm thinking the same thing, Norm, because behind you, I just see this. It's a couple of people, and they it's an image, and they are mirroring you instead of the other way, which
Interesting.
Yes, so
That
they're
is very
mirroring-
unusual.
Right, they're mirroring you. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Be very honored.
Because
I am.
Because we have spirits in that corner that very seldom do they come out. We had one woman that came on, one part of your group there that came on
Yes.
the ghost hunters there.
Yes.
That came on, and that one spirit came and talked to another woman that was on there. Usually they hide away
Right.
and,
Yeah.
and they observe what we're doing.
Sure.
Okay.
They're always watching.
And they can make it very difficult if they want to, you know. So
Well, thank
for
you
them
for
to-
being nice to me.
no,
Well, they follow you.
they said don't ask. We will if we want to.
Exactly.
Okay. But the one thing about it, for them to come as close as they are to you, please consider that an honor.
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay. Because they like your personality.
And I
Okay.
kind of sense they've been with you from the time you entered Earth when you were a child. And I think that
Definitely
was a
been on this
matter-
path my whole life, so that
right,
would make
exactly.
sense.
That's very obvious.
Oh, yeah.
because
You're an old
there's a-
soul.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah, this is not my first time around.
No, no.
No.
Your mother
Not even my
actually
second or
was
third.
your mother was actually your aunt in your past life.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was thinking you were going to say my child, and I would say, oh, that would make a lot of sense, but no.
And that too. Okay. When you were a man, she was your son.
Okay.
Okay. You were kind of not a very nice person.
I guess I've changed.
You sure have. Sometimes when we're not that good, we have to come
We have
here
to
to
come
make
back.
amends. You know, so that's
Yep.
what I like. This is why I like what I'm doing, because I believe I worked my way down that he was following. You know, but people think that what we do comes overnight. No,
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 it's-
no, no.
It's
We're not-
lifetimes.
And you're still learning.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I would never want when you have. I always call it a well.
Okay.
Okay, here's the grapevine. Here's the stage where the water flowing. Okay, here we are. We're climbing up the well, never-ending climbing. Okay, never-ending bottom, never-ending top. But when climbing, we start to fall. We grab that grapevine, and we start like Tarzan does, and then we start rebuilding. However, when we get to the top, tippy top, that means our journey is over, and it's time to seek a new journey.
That makes total sense.
Okay,
That makes total sense.
you're gonna be around till you're 102 years old.
Wouldn't surprise me genetically. That would make sense.
So you come from a very long line.
Three of my grandparents are still alive, and they're late 90s, 100,
And I'm sure that they are.
and they're still living alone,
taking-
independent. Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
You had
that's-
one that passed, right?
Yes, my father's father passed many years ago from multiple sclerosis. But
I gotta let you know he's not in pain anymore. He's he's in normal health, and I have to let you know he's very proud of you for sticking to your guns.
that's so funny because we didn't really have much of a relationship while he was here, so I appreciate that. Thank
and
you.
he knows. He didn't know how.
I know.
Okay. But he also knows that no matter what you do, don't change your path. Okay, I want you
Not
to
going
know
to happen,
that.
but thank you.
Okay, that's right.
Wouldn't happen anyways, but
No,
thank
but I
you.
mean, he just wants you to reassure you.
I appreciate
You're
that.
so much like him. He should stop being so stubborn and listen.
Okay.
You understand what that means?
I do. I do.
You sometimes will try to do it on your own without the help of the Spirit. We all do. That's normal.
Yeah. It's human.
Very good at it.
I
It's
am
human.
very good at it.
It's human.
Then say, my ex-wife would say, what do we do now? One thing I actually looking at, you got someone that will take care of your cats while you travel?
I could find somebody.
Because you got a plan to do a lot of traveling.
I would love to. I would love to. There's a lot
Don't
of
say I
places
would
wanna
want to,
see.
say I want to.
I want to.
And I'm going to.
I'm going to.
And I believe in me.
And I believe in me.
Say that I believe in me very, very loud.
I believe in me.
And I am a winner.
And I am a winner.
Okay, and you are a winner. And if you ever leave, because that's when you leave my show, I tell everybody that because I'm a firm believer, and it doesn't come overnight. I'm a firm believer in having somebody, in being a winner, because we could walk around, oh, poor me. Your
Doesn't get
journey
you
into
anywhere,
the
though.
spiritual world was not easy, was it?
No, it was not.
You had a lot of people that pushed you away,
It was hellfires, really.
but that's how you grew.
Yep. I wouldn't change a step of
No,
it. I wouldn't
no.
change a step.
That's an excellent way to look at that. We all have a journey that we're destined to
Poor.
take. We all have a journey that we're destined to take, and it is considered by some a path that they would not entertain, but the path is there, and it's their choice, and
Right.
you've made that choice.
Yep. And it's funny because as much as it is a choice, at times it didn't feel like a choice. It felt more like, if you don't do this, you're going to
Exactly.
hate yourself. So you're just going to do this.
But that's still what a choice is.
But
Right.
it is technically a choice. But for me, it wasn't kind of a no-brainer. Like, well, of course I'm going to do this. It may be hard, but it's better than the alternative.
Right.
I actually had a vision, because my mom died with a baby, I'm not the only one on that, and my dad, I didn't really know my family. And I said, I wonder what it would have been like had my mother lived. I did not like what I saw.
Yeah.
I can't picture me working at a factory. Can you?
No.
No.
With my skirt, my mini skirt on. But I just can't. I worked in one when I lost everything, and I would not change one iota of what my life was like before I come to where I am. Because if we didn't have this path, we wouldn't be able to do what we do.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
You want to show that? You said you brought your cards with you?
Yeah.
You have a website?
I do. It's sarahssoul.com. So there's 2 S's in the middle.
Oh, I like.
Sarah's what?
Sarah's
Soul.
Soul. Soul.
Oh, I
okay.
like that. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Very well.
And you have a business phone office?
A what?
You have a business phone?
A phone number? No.
No, okay.
No.
Just
No.
the website.
Just the website,
Just the
and there's a contact me page on there. And
Oh,
it comes to my
okay.
email.
Okay,
Good
and
for
on
you.
Facebook?
Facebook, yep, and again, that links right off the website.
Okay.
So
Oh, excellent.
easy to
And we
find.
want to make sure people can find who you are.
Yes.
And a lot of,
Yes.
and a lot of my people who've been on here have had a lot of business picked up from it.
I would love that.
Okay.
That's going to happen. It's going to happen.
And there you go. I like that attitude.
I do
like
too.
That, okay.
Oh, wow.
And wait till she comes to our event in April. Then it will really happen.
Yes, you have to join us.
We do events, and I'll send you info on that.
Yes,
too.
please do.
When it's
Please
for the
do.
healing pause, which is what we work to. Like you got 4 cats, and
Yeah.
one of the cats got sick. Once we're up and ready, we'll be able to help you pay for the medical expenses.
Oh, I really want to be a part of that. Please send me
You
that.
re-
Yes.
We'll put you on the
Absolutely.
board of directors on that.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay, another one.
Another one.
See,
This
now
one.
we got 2 lawyers,
Yep.
and an accountant, and a
Right.
certified
Well, those are
accountant,
necessary. So
and a treasurer
Exactly, 'cause-
secretary.
yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's.
need that knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
They're going to do their thing. We'll do ours.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And together it all
This
happens.
is a dream I've had for since a childhood.
Mm.
Well, I shouldn't say but since I got into this. And Lori knows, and this one here has been the one, the bushy posse. Get going, smack. Get it done, you
Get
know,
it done.
type of thing.
Get it done.
But I love her dearly, she knows.
So what you're saying is you need her to keep you on task, really.
She
Yes,
kicks me in the head if I don't.
Well, there have been some discussions.
But, this is really, I'm getting more and more excited about it.
Well, that's good because
You know,
we're
because it
kind of
means
at
I
the
really
point
would-
where
It's time
we're.
to expand. And we're looking for, we outgrew the Unitarian Universalist Church.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to it unless I really have to.
Right. It's just a matter. It's a beautiful
Yeah.
church. The
Yeah.
energy is so gorgeous.
course.
Parking, but the parking. We got to have a place where we can have parking.
People can,
Yeah.
you know.
Do you have a passport?
I have a pass card, so I can drive to Canada. I can't
Oh,
fly.
okay, because you're going to be going to Canada. You
I was
might
going to
wanna get a
say,
passport.
you might want to take a
Right.
trip down and get that done. Like maybe this week, take a little trip.
Oh, all right.
What's in Hawaii?
Yeah, I was going to ask the same question.
I don't
Who's
know.
in Hawaii?
I don't know. I've never been that interested in Hawaii.
Yeah, maybe you'll meet some He-Man over there.
Do I have to?
No?
Okay.
You know,
You're much happy being by yourself, aren't you?
Most of the time. Most of the time.
That's like with Scott and I. Scott and I don't do a whole lot of talking together. It's almost like but the energy for each other is there.
exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
very spoiled.
You have no
At least
idea.
he knows it.
You have no idea.
Hey.
We have these discussions. You would be making your own dinner in my
Oh,
home.
no.
You'd be cleaning house.
Oh, no.
You'd be paying your own bills.
I want to do that.
Well, I know you do.
Actually, I do help clean house.
I know.
Really. He sweeps and I wash the floor because I will not sweep a floor. I hate it.
I vacuum my floors.
Yeah. Oh, that's an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you
I don't like
ever-
sweeping either. So.
No, I know, and I'll wash 100 foot, and if I have to wash the floor, I don't care if it's swept or not. I'll wash it.
No, I have to. Well, I have to clean all the time. It's a thing.
And we
Little
make
OCD
dinner.
maybe?
We can have you come over for dinner someday. Scott and I make dinner together. We anything just what we do together.
Yes,
so
you
it
do.
works out well. And, he brings my coffee and makes my bed. He spoils me. Hey, like he went and got my clothes so I could get ready.
He would be doing that on his own in my home. Make no
And
And mine too, but
My home is my castle. I'm the queen of it.
He's killing me.
But, no.
Yeah.
Actually, Scott and I get along really well.
Yes, they do.
But 21,
obviously you must, right?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean,
And I can remember one time, you ever have a dream that is so real that you get up and you look around to see if it's really happening or whatever?
All the time.
all the time, yeah.
You have-
Yeah, all
well,
the
I had this
people
woman that
don't.
had played it in my mind that when Scott got whatever he needs to get, that he was going to leave me.
Oh my
okay?
God.
So, and it was so real, and all of a sudden, I woke him up. I went into his room and I kept shaking him. He goes, "What?" I go, "You're gonna leave me," and I'm crying.
Aw.
Oh, he turned and went back to sleep.
Then I would have locked my door.
But we've been, our journey isn't needed. We know it's not done yet, but we know we got another 15, 20 years. I do see you meeting someone that you're going to be compatible with, not to live with.
I could handle that.
Okay.
I can handle
But
that.
I do see you meeting someone that you can go out to dinner with. Go out
That
for
would
a
be
movie,
great.
And
Yeah.
That would
you
be great.
Cats have to select the person.
Oh, I know. And they're very picky.
I've been there, yeah.
It's like our cat and my dog. If my dog doesn't like someone,
That's it.
Done.
They know. They know.
Yeah.
They know more than we know.
I had these two people that were slightly overweight. You can tell they had been drinking. And my dog's a little baby like hers, right?
Yes.
And I said, "I'm not doing everything on you. You've been drinking it." And you're gonna do it. All of a sudden, her little tail goes up, and little dogs have big, loud voices.
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, I never, Donald Duck and how they waddle?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what they would do. And she was just, and I'm like, whoa, 'cause I had never seen her do that before.
Mm.
But I trust her. Even your cat will know. Oh, I gotta tell you, our black and white cat's been sleeping on my bed with me lately.
Well, that's a good thing.
It is, because usually it's, since you're my roommate, usually cats don't usually, I'm not the most friendly. Cats don't always come to me. My dog does, but then my dog gets a little jealous. But I also will tell you got to be ready to book about animals.
I do have one in mind. Actually, it's in the works. It's another kids' books, and
Yeah.
two of my cats are the stars of the show.
Of course they are. They have
course
to
they
be.
are.
It's part of the
I
contract.
am.
Well, yes,
the cat.
exactly.
Oh yeah. Did you see where they tried to make Dr. Seuss out as a racist?
No,
Yeah.
that's
The
ridiculous.
librarian at one of the Cambridges.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And they
What
said-
were they on that day?
And and the funny part was, 2 years ago, she dressed up like Dr. Seuss. So, somebody has to get something going,
Right.
and that's so sad.
That is sad.
They need
you
the
wanna put
attention.
your card- would you like to do a reading on her?
Sure,
That would be wonderful.
Would
Thank
you want
you.
to sit over here? Would it be easier? Or can you do it there?
I can do it from here.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do it from here. So I have,
Oh,
when you go on my
beautiful.
website, you'll see that I have many decks so that people can kind of pick the one
Oh,
that
very
speaks to them.
nice.
But I was told to bring these today, so that's what I brought.
You want to move these out of the way?
Yes.
Okay, and I was gonna
Lori,
hold them up,
Lori, this is a very special. I bring them on every show. Lori gave me this a Buddha.
That's awesome.
That is
That's
awesome.
really awesome.
Yes.
So, and then of course, these two here. I put it side by side to keep. This one keeps them calm, so they don't. This one actually scratched me.
Oh, well, it happens. It's interesting. The word rebel would be in there.
'Cause she is
Yeah,
a
because I'm a rebel.
And you're
Yeah.
a rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you are. That's why I was told to
bane
bring
of
these
his-
today.
The bane of his existence.
Folks, we have
Sarah
Sarah what?
Woodard.
Woodward.
No, Woodard. It's
Woodard?
W.
Correct. You got it.
Oh,
WOOGARD.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
And it's funny when I
Because I
when
don't
he
remember.
told
I
me
apologize,
okay.
but,
when he told me today, he had spelled it Woodard. And when I first looked, I said, "Oh, he left out a W." And I heard this
Yep.
voice say, "No, he did not," because I was about ready to send back a
And most
message.
people add it, and I'm like, no, you spelled my name wrong.
Right,
So
exactly. I
Yeah,
also
what did she
understand you're
intro-
from Nashua.
yeah.
yes, I am.
So am I.
Really?
Originally.
Excellent. I
She
haven't
is-
not been. I'm not there from there originally, but it's my home now, and I think it was always supposed to be my home.
It's a very
You actually lived there in your past life.
Well, there you go.
We haven't. She's going to be doing, what are the book cards called?
The Sacred
Rebel.
Rebel. So doesn't that fit me?
Sacred, absolutely. Okay, yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Complete
Get
that.
that done.
Absolutely. The
Sacred
energy's
Rebel,
incredible.
She is, have been doing it for quite some time now. She's learning how, in her own way, she's an expert.
In our own way, we're all experts in
Experts,
something.
Okay. And
Precisely.
and the one thing I like about it, she's not shy, so that's cool.
I know,
have to
yeah.
pull it out of her.
Right, exactly.
So let's see.
Well, it's fun, Norm. It's funny you say that because deep down inside, I am shy. I've just gotten really, really good at faking it.
Oh, but it's
When I
not
was-
faked in here. There's just energy everywhere, my darling.
And maybe that's it. But when I was a kid, I was literally so painful shy, I wouldn't speak to my parents in public because somebody might hear my voice, which is so fascinating because now my journey is all about I would like to be heard.
I used to hide behind the refrigerator.
See?
Well, it's warm back there.
Yeah, when my dad would come, my mom would pass away, but my dad would come and drink with his buddies, and I would literally hide. Even to this day, nobody will ever believe it. Even to this day, I used to be shy. But if I'm not doing a reading and I'm not entertaining, and I'm in with a huge crowd, I get very shy and very claustrophobic.
Oh, interesting. Now, see, I would not have thought that because every time we've been together and we've been out and about,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
the center of the room, and it just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, see, I'm good like one-on-one, one-on-two, big crowd. I'm going to be the person by the food just trying to hide.
Oh, we have something in common. Do you like to eat?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Do you like
Yeah,
to
but she don't cook.
Yeah, I have a thing. My kitchen should be a shoe closet.
Mine too, because I don't
See?
cook either. Except a shoe closet wouldn't work because I'm not really big on shoes. It should really just be like a cat area or something.
Oh, okay. I'm into the shoes. Got to have the
Yeah,
shoes.
no, I'd rather be
Oh my
barefoot.
God, she came into one of my classes. She had to go here, and she brought in like 10 pair of shoes. She didn't know which one to wear. I said, well, then you're going to go bare feet through the rest of the class.
Class, exactly. Yeah, but your wife was there, and we had a great discussion about shoes instead of paying attention in class.
I have to tell you, these are super powerful.
I got that.
super powerful. All right, so I'm going to go through them, like just hold them up one at a time, and then I'll tell you kind of what I'm getting.
Okay.
All right, so the first one was the word wants to be written.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have legacy of light.
Show it to the camera, please.
I thought I was, I'm sorry. What is already with you? Dream a beautiful dream.
Oh, she's going to read about me. I don't know.
And the last one was releasing allegiances. And so what really came through for me with these, like so strong, was there's a book in you. There's a book, and it's like dying to come out of you, like begging for it. And
You gotta put those on the table. You gotta put those on the table, please.
put them on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can see.
So
We'll pick it up.
they're gonna have to edit out your big crash.
Yeah.
So
Spirit did it.
Exactly.
did it?
It
All right.
happens when I'm in the room.
So, like, something, it needs to come out of you. And whatever it is that's coming out of you, it's going to give you this legacy of light. Like, people, long after this lifetime is done, people are going to be talking about whatever this is you need to write. And then these two were somewhat related to that in that there might be a person, an emotion, a previous relationship, something that's kind of clinging to you right now, and it's making it hard for you to take that leap of faith and write that thing that you need to write. And I think it's going to be revealed to you in a dream.
Oh.
You think or do you know?
All right, I know.
You know. Exactly. Interesting.
I know.
That's extremely spot on. I did start something many years ago.
Take it back out.
Yeah, it's probably a matter of timing. So it was started many, many years ago.
Yeah.
And it's been with me. It's traveled everywhere with me.
Well, there's a reason for that.
And I'll tell you when I found it again. Last fall, I had some water damage go on. Let's just call it that.
Okay.
And as I was moving things around for the restore, I came across it. And I really had forgotten about it. So I moved it from where it was and I put it in a safe place. And it was the last time in maybe 15 to 20 years I saw the work. And this went with me from here to California and back again.
it's clearly very important.
Right, because it's
And
survived.
I have things like that as well.
Right, exactly. So
So-
that is actually upstairs in what I call my quiet room. That is, I have a kitty, and that's also her meditation room. It's also mine. It isn't Timmy's because, as you know, Timmy's too busy doing other things.
Timmy says he doesn't care one way or the other.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's just where we find Chai. My kitty is in there stretched out and, just
Yeah.
resting. Yes,
That's cool.
that's very interesting.
Yeah, I think it's time for you to take that out. And
I think it is.
do it. Just do it. Dive in.
Dive in.
Yep,
Thank
Anything
you.
else on there?
that's it.
Okay.
That's what I got.
So that means you're stuck with me.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I am very. Thank you very much.
Thank
That's
you
such
for
a
letting
good-
me do that. I appreciate
such a
it.
blessing,
Before we
and I
go
thank
off,
you.
I'll have you do
Namaste.
one on me.
Namaste to
Thank
you.
you.
I'll have you do one on me before we go off.
Okay.
But now I'm going to do one on you.
All right. I'm game.
Good.
Go for it.
Okay, you got to put the...
You want me to move these?
That's just such a beautiful deck, my dear.
Aren't
Yeah,
they
it is.
gorgeous?
It's
Aren't they
absolute-
gorgeous?
It's beautiful.
Even my co-host will... I'm pretty sure, even on my show I'm spoiled, so this is what you have to do is you got to make sure all these are like that.
Okay.
Not all mixed up. No, when I get done reading with her.
Okay.
You get all the good jobs.
I get all the good jobs.
Yes.
Lori's probably resting on her couch or her bed laughing.
Okay, I'm going to have you shuffle these for me,
You want me to
please.
shuffle them? Oh, yeah, let me do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll talk some more about your writings. 'Cause you
Okay,
got
cool.
4 more books coming.
Yeah, at least.
Well, there's at least 2 in process, so that, 4 would not surprise
That's
me
why
at
I'm
all.
telling you, you need to take a sabbatical. People don't like to hear me say that.
No,
but
I
mean,
would love
it's
to. I would be
original.
honored to take a sabbatical and work on that. If the spirit could just make the money happen so that I can pay my bills in the meantime.
And the Spirit says when it's time for you to take a sabbatical, the money will be there.
Deal. Deal.
And my friend Dawn Drew, I don't know if you know Dawn Drew or not. She's
No.
a fantastic. You know Dawn Drew.
I know Dawn, yes.
She
very
didn't
well.
listen to me. She ended up having a pacemaker.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want that.
No.
Right.
No.
And you pretty well usually know what I'm saying. You know, what the Spirit knows.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have you put them on the table here. I'm going to have you spread them out. You can move up a little closer if you want. Okay. Now I want you to take out 5 cards, but I don't want you to look at them.
Okay.
One of the things I see about you, even as a child, you had spiritual gifts, but you didn't understand what they were. They were
That
like,
is correct.
like all of us do. They're kind of frightening.
Right.
Yup.
And
And I
people
didn't know
wonder-
who to ask for answers, and the answers I got didn't make sense.
No, and people kind of thought you were kind of weird.
Oh yeah.
Even as a child, even your parents. I'm sorry, even your parents or
Oh,
the
yeah.
people around you thought.
No, they all thought I was weird.
But that's okay because you know what? You got the better part of it now.
I think so.
And first of all, you'll never conform to other people's ways.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I
Never
don't
will.
see you with cancer.
Thank you. That's good to know.
I see you with a slight sugar problem. Okay. You and chocolate bonbons are getting each other's way once in a while.
Swedish fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, do you like cookies?
Gluten-free cookies, yes. Otherwise, my stomach and I fight. But yeah.
And I would tell you need to eat more red meat than you do. I'm not saying all. Are you a vegetarian?
I'm a vegan. Yeah. Red
Oh,
meat's
vegan.
Not gonna
Oh,
happen.
okay. Then you're not going to be doing that. Then
No,
obviously.
that's not going to happen.
Okay. Then you need to look up what you can take the place of what you need for nutrients and.
I try to do a good job of that. Is there one in particular that's missing?
There's something like a vitamin that you're missing, like a
Yeah.
vitamin in your iron.
Iron? Okay, well, that I can replace. Okay.
Okay, you need to look into that if you're a vegan, and that's why you're so energetic. Okay, and are your cats vegan too?
No, that wouldn't be fair because
No.
in nature they're not supposed to be. That
right.
wouldn't be fair.
Exactly.
I also will tell you, you're going to write a book. You're going to write a book about your life as a vegan.
Yeah, well, I'm working on my memoir, so there you go.
Okay. Your parents are not vegan, right?
Nope.
They love you, but they,
They
really
don't understand me at all.
And would you want them to?
No,
Right.
no. Because
They
them
would
not
try to
understanding me, them not understanding me actually drives me to be more myself. And-
Don't get me wrong, they love you.
Oh yeah, no, I know they do. I know they do. But they don't get me at all.
Who's the born again Christian?
My mother.
Oh.
My mother. Yep.
You're going to hell if you don't change your way.
I used to hear that.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And so did my father. When they got married, my mom and my father were both Jewish. I was raised in a Jewish family. But sometime between their marriage and the time I was born, my mother, as she puts it, found Jesus and went down that path. And it was definitely like a battle for souls in the family.
I have to tell you, she's not happy that way.
Oh, I know.
The truth will prevail.
But she's not going to hear it from me.
Oh, no. She has to find out for herself.
Yes.
I went that line of being a born-again Christian. I got slain in the spirit. And I come to it, I said, you know how that kitty and all that stuff. I go, wasn't I a good drama actor? I said, because I acted it out,
I will say I think she's coming into a different phase of her journey
is,
now.
though, she doesn't condemn other people.
She used to. She doesn't anymore.
No. She's accepting this is who you are. She can't.
Yes,
she
she started to turn a corner with that in the past 8 months or so.
Right.
She wasn't afraid to paddle your bottom.
Nope, she was not.
You did pretty well at school, didn't you?
School was my safety, so yeah.
You were on the honor roll?
Yep.
No, not close to it, but
Yeah.
you're kind of lazy. You
Like-
could have done better.
Yeah, but why? If you're already on the honor roll, who cares?
But still, you could have still done better and all that. You didn't miss school, did you?
Like absent days, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I tried
That-
not
like
to.
you said, that was your sanctuary.
It was my sanctuary, yeah.
Like with me, okay?
Yeah.
You have a decision to make.
Yeah, I do.
There are some people that are going to want you to come and work with them. And I honestly think it's a good thing,
Okay.
okay? Not work for them,
But with
but
them.
with them to help
Okay.
grow in spirituality.
That
They're
might
gonna
even be
teach
you.
from
You've made
them.
me several offers,
Yeah,
You never know.
and I've said yes, so I made that decision. So I don't know,
Right.
but we'll see.
and you will be doing a lot of teaching.
Yay!
Okay, I actually will tell you that you'll be teaching at some junior college.
Oh, that
Not
would
a
be fun.
full-time, but part-time.
That would be fun.
And I actually see you going
What
to,
am I
like,
teaching?
The spiritual energy. The spirit will let you know. I can't reveal that to you.
Okay.
You will also be doing a lot of book reading at the library for the kids with your books that you
I would
have.
love that. I would love that.
But you've got to now start asserting yourself to
Well,
do
I've been emailing and contacting places, but it hasn't come
You
back
gotta
to
go
me
in
yet.
person.
Huh?
Go into person.
Okay.
Go in.
And let them see what they
Absolutely.
book.
Okay.
Show you a book and say that, okay?
Okay.
Go in person, okay?
All right.
You also,
He's got a good one now.
no. Well, it isn't, it isn't. You're going to have to tell someone they could go. In other words, they could cross over to the other side.
Like a living person or a soul? Because I
A
do it
living
with
side.
souls all the time.
No, a
but-
living person.
This
Unless
one
they-
will be living.
Unless like
Okay.
a family member,
All right.
okay? And don't mourn for this person.
Okay.
It's a male.
All
And
right.
what you're doing is you're allowing this person to make the choice.
To go.
Kevin Ross, everybody talked about this on my TV show
Yep.
one time, for a long time. And you're going to be allowing them to make their own choice.
Sure.
Mom, dad, sister, brother, or whatever, you can go. Are you an only child?
No, I have a sister.
You get okay with her?
I love her dearly.
I don't see a lot of communication.
There isn't, and I don't know why.
She's more into herself,
Well, that is true.
and I've seen it could possibly be the people she's hanging around with.
Well, she lives in L.A., so yeah,
Well, she lives on a while. But you're going to go visit her.
I would love to.
Oh, the thing with you is you're so shy. You got to learn how to send that olive branch out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If it doesn't come back, oh wow, life goes on.
Right, and it
okay.
may be, if it may take a couple of opportunities. There'll be an opportunity.
Okay.
So you have to identify that opportunity because she frightens easy. She's not known
Oh, so
for-
her big blusteriness is all a front.
It's
huh?
a front. It's nothing more than
Interesting, okay.
front.
She's not going to let people know how sad she is.
No, and she's very sad.
Interesting.
And she could use a sister, but not a sister that's going to do it for her. Your journey is to help her find that way.
Okay.
And I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine. You will never have the closest that you would like.
Well, I've accepted that, so.
Okay. I feel like I had 5 sisters and 2 brothers. I felt like I was an orphan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay today, I feel like. And we made, my nieces and nephews, and we kind of made amends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I really don't want to get to know them more because I'm very content
The way
my
things
life
are.
is.
Yeah.
If the
yeah.
Spirit wants me to, then I will, but I don't see it. I also do not see you having a child.
Well, that's good because I can't.
There you go.
And by intention. I wasn't born not able to,
Right,
but by
understood,
intention, I now
understood.
can't. Yeah.
You know, and I do see you having, like I said, a companion relationship. I don't see you.
I would like that. It would be nice to have somebody
I
just
don't
go to
see
the
a big-
movies, go to dinner, you know.
I don't see a big sexual drive in it. Sorry, don't mean to be that personal, but
okay.
we're on TV, so.
Whatever.
There you go.
But I do see you two traveling a lot together.
That would be
And I
nice.
also will tell you that the house that you live in, is there an older house besides you?
Yeah. Yep.
And it's almost like abandoned?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was when I bought the house that I live in. It was abandoned, and there's people living there now, but it still feels
What
abandoned.
if I told you I saw a fire there?
Yes.
It's not going to be a yes. It's going to happen. But you don't want somebody to die out of there.
I don't want them to die. If the fire happens and nobody's home, that would be ideal. I don't want anybody to die or get hurt. I don't really love the house. I don't love the energy of the house.
Then it's up to you to change that energy of that house.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
It
Well, yes.
really is. If you don't like it, you have to, in order to appreciate everything around it, you have to learn how to like the house.
Okay.
That's like, I love where I live,
Yeah.
okay? But some of the brats that live around here, I've had to learn how to like them,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay? So in all
I
honesty...
love my house. I
Yeah.
love the neighborhood. It's just
Yeah.
that particular house I don't love.
Okay, give me two good things about that house,
About that house. It's blue.
okay?
Blue's a good color.
They can't afford to fix it up,
I know.
okay?
I know they can't.
And that's the sad part. Too bad you couldn't find a way to organize a group of people to go and fix that house up.
But what I don't love about it isn't even about the fact that it's not fixed up. It's very sad that it's not fixed up.
It's the people,
But-
the energy there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have sage at home?
I don't love sage. I use rosemary instead.
Oh,
Sage.
okay.
The smell of sage makes me feel like I need to actually cleanse my body in the shower.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I find it really
All right.
noxious.
Okay. Because if you have sage, you don't have to light it.
Yeah.
And take some sage or rosemary.
Just sprinkle it.
Yeah,
sprinkle
around
it
the
around
base.
that house.
All right, I'll have to wait till they're not home.
So that, yeah, obviously,
I've done
actually, I'm
that.
doing it for you as I'm talking to you.
Thank you. I
spiritually.
appreciate that.
The fence is kind of broken down.
Yeah.
And needs a lot of work done to it. But as I'm talking to you now, I'm actually going to start blessing that house around
Thank
there
you.
because we got to get rid of the people. There are 3 people that were killed on that property. That's why the energy
Oh, really?
is so negative.
Ooh, yeah, that would do it.
You know, Nashua is a very mature town.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
So,
Well, in this house in question, it was actually the oldest or second oldest house in the neighborhood, and I believe was actually Greeley, like of Greeley Park. It was his house.
oh, that would make sense.
So it's
then.
been there forever.
Right, exactly.
And it's the oldest house.
Yeah.
And if we don't work to preserve that house with the spirits, it's going to burn and there'll be and it could singe your house.
All right, I wouldn't love that either.
You can't hate. You can't. In order to prosper, you got to start
All right.
learning. Please. I mean, you don't have to do it, but I'm just going
But
to
it would be
encourage
better. It would be better.
You would feel better, believe it or not, because you do. But I don't want you to do it because you want to do it, not because
Yeah.
I suggest it. But I
No,
want
I
you to
hear you.
really do
Right.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think what might help you with that is that, and I don't know if you were born and raised in Nashua, were you?
No, I was not.
Okay. So that's where I was born and raised. And I think, and it's just a suggestion, what might be helpful to you is if you read a little bit more about the history of the city.
Okay.
You'll find that there's some very interesting historical sites in town.
Yeah.
And that might help give you an understanding.
Sure.
Because what comes to mind, there is
You have a mind.
I do.
Oh, okay.
There was a woman, her name was Hannah Dustin.
Yes.
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 I know her. Yeah.
And so
Actually,
that might be
one of the
something.
guys who were in my show did a
Yep.
documentary.
So there's all sorts of familial connections in the city, and I think that might be something that will intrigue you, and also
definitely would, yeah.
yeah,
If
A
you
story.
decide, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, I follow you. I follow
got
you.
me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
If you cannot do that, if you're too frightened or too panicky, let me know.
Yep.
I'll talk my friend into it. We'll come down and we'll help you.
We'll
with
help you
this
do
out.
it.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Because
You guys are
I,
amazing.
I'm sorry?
You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Certainly can
well,
be available.
One,
Absolutely.
the spirit is the amazing one.
Right,
okay?
exactly.
Fair,
But I
We're
also,
fair.
We're
yeah,
just the vehicle.
yeah.
I understand because I
want
say
you-
the same
because
thing all the
this
time.
is what's holding your prosperity back.
Okay. All right.
By you not, you're embarrassed, you're ashamed of it, and all this stuff. And I don't want you to be. Remember that spirit. In fact, one of the guys that was killed there was Williamson.
Okay.
That could be his last name. I don't. And I'm looking at it. Could be a Jonathan Williamson. Check your history book out or
Okay.
whatever. And there's a young boy that is still searching to find the right place to go. So when you're out in your yard, just say, "Okay, well, I'm going to release you so you can go to the other side." You know
Okay.
how to do that.
I do.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
I would not have your mother and father there because it would hold it back from you growing.
Yeah. No.
Did they come? Do you live close by them?
No, they're in Massachusetts,
Okay.
and they don't come.
But
up
I
very
don't
often,
want. I don't know
if
if
ever.
you're strong. Do you have other spiritual people around you, like friends?
A few. Yeah. A few. I could
I
rally.
would probably encourage that. Now, I don't want you to do this by yourself
Okay.
because honestly, I don't. And I'm not knocking what you believe in. Please know that I'm not sure if you're strong enough to do it by yourself.
No, and that I mean, but it makes sense, right? Because certain energy required, you
lot
have to
more.
meet a level with level at least, and one
I've
person
worked
is
on
not
energy
enough.
where it
That's
took me
okay.
24 hours to break the negative energy.
Ooh, yeah.
And when I got done, I'll always remember, and then we'll get back to this. And then we should. I was in Lakeport, okay, and I'm there, and we're having this party or whatever, so called. And I had this woman I was removing the spirit from. And I said to this guy, he was a born-again Christian, supposed to be a reader and all that, and I said, I need your help. He hides behind the counter and said, get out of there. And I'm looking at him, because once you start removing the spirit, you cannot stop. You've got to cut. I don't care if
Right.
it's 12 hours, I don't care if it's 48 hours, or maybe 3 hours, but you cannot remove a spirit and then stop, take a break.
Right.
It doesn't play that way.
Well, it's like antibiotics. You have to finish
Right.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And that's why you see a lot of window. You have an upstairs?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And you ever notice that when you window, you like towards your bedroom, you might see little, they look like firebugs or whatever sparkling around your window. Now she's going to go and look at that.
Right, exactly.
Outside your window. They're not trying to hurt you. I don't believe that spirits hurt people.
No, I don't either.
Okay.
I don't either.
I don't believe in demons.
I don't either, really.
Do I believe in negative energy? Absolutely.
Of course,
Absolutely.
but that's very
Do
different.
I believe that they're going to hold you back? Remember, your spirit sent you to that house and the house
Oh, yeah.
spirit is you. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm also going to tell you, Sarah, right?
Yes,
Oh my God, Laura will be proud of me.
I know.
I'm also going to tell you, let go of the yesterdays. Okay, this is your hardest part. Okay, you've got to let go of yesterdays. Anytime you want to talk about it, don't be afraid to Facebook me or email me or whatever.
Same here.
That's what I'm
Thank
here
you.
for. Okay. Boy, you went through hell in that.
Told you.
Is your mother not well?
That depends on the day.
She's very emotional. I'm going to put it that way. I don't want to
Again,
say.
it depends on the day.
Yeah, I don't want to use psychotic because that's a. But
It depends on
in
the
her
day, but
own-
most of my life, I would say that's correct. Yeah.
Okay, because in her own way, she loves you.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
I know.
she just
Her
she'll
ways
never
just not
understand. Yeah.
a way that makes sense to me. Yeah.
No, and that's where the negative energy with the church that she belongs to or whatever. See, the church that she belongs to are trying to tell her that she should disown you because she's a born-again Christian.
Yep.
And believe me, I've gone through that before. But that's her choice, not yours. If she allows those people, see, that's why I don't call it God, because I don't ever in my life believe that God will tell you to turn your back on
course
your
not.
family
Of
members.
course, right.
You
Exactly.
The most
I do
the
not
most
believe
frequent
that.
word in the Bible is love,
Right.
which is inclusive, not exclusive.
Right,
And
exactly.
it's so, it's so contradictory, the Bible is doing this with,
Yes.
especially the born again. So you and I have a lot in common.
Yeah.
You have arthritis.
Close.
You-
I have fibromyalgia.
and that
Yeah.
kind of like-
Yeah.
That's just another name for arthritis.
Yeah.
Okay. I also will tell you, how old is your dad?
That's a really good question. 60 something, late 60s. maybe 70
You're closer
something.
to him than you are your mother, right?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna want to come and spend a couple of weeks with you.
No.
It will be all right.
No. We're too similar. We fight like cats and dogs.
That's why you need to allow him to at least a week.
I have a hard time with an hour.
You're going. See, you believe me when I say that you're a great reader. You really are. You're a great spiritual person. If I didn't think so, I'd tell you that too. I don't hide things.
Right.
But in order for you to grow more spiritually, you're going to have to learn how to be patient with your family member, like your dad. When I let go of the energy that I had, resentment that I had for 60 years or 50 years with my dad and my family member, believe me, what a difference it was.
I believe you, and you're not wrong. You are not wrong.
One of the things I will encourage you to do is to write a letter. You don't have to give it to them. And when you don't like working with sage, use your rosemary.
Sure.
Okay, or get some sage oil.
Okay.
You don't have to burn it. People think automatically have to burn it.
You don't. Yeah, you don't have
exactly.
But I would tell you, probably recommend that you use sage oil.
to. Okay.
That would be a lot easier for you. And like, just drop it here, drop it here. Because I keep seeing there's a couple of broken windows in that house next door to you. Up on the
Yeah.
second floor. Are they a Philly? Are they a young couple or a medium?
It's a mom and daughter, I think.
Yeah.
I really don't even know who
No,
lives there
okay.
for sure because there's
No,
people
that's
in and out
okay,
of there
yeah.
all the time.
'Cause she's really going through a lot of emotional. That's a house that I would love to get in and work inside. I'm dead serious, because that's an energy there. So, in order for you, we got to block that energy from coming to your
me.
side,
Right.
and you have to do it.
That explains why some days I'm like, why am I cranky? Nothing's wrong. Why am I cranky? Now I know.
Oh, hell.
Right. Well, you're
Go
kind of
into the
sharing
change of
the
life.
space.
I'm sharing it,
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, you're carrying that burden and you shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Okay, and if we don't get rid of it, it's going to burn down,
Yeah, we can't have
and it
that.
will affect your house.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Okay. And I don't want to see an older lady pass, because I've seen somebody passing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So I do see a fire there, so at least we can block it around. And like if one of the things I have no idea where this part is coming from. Do you have cinnamon?
Yeah,
Yeah, that would work.
I don't know why I'm telling you to use
but you cinnamon? Okay.
Yeah.
You said cinnamon, mix it with rosemary,
And use that?
and
All
use
right.
it around. Folks, if anybody has any idea why I would say cinnamon, please call me. At 640 something. 640-3091. Because I'd let spirit guide you.
Sure.
You
All
know?
right.
If that's my son when I get home, I'll let you know.
Cinnamon. Yeah.
Because cinnamon, like a cinnamon stick, not the store bought, but like
Right,
a
right.
cinnamon stick.
From the
Yeah.
health food store or
Mix it with
something. Yeah.
rosemary and basil.
Okay. That sounds like it would just taste really good on something.
Yeah, doesn't it? I'm going to challenge you to look it up and see what it means.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
All right.
I'm curious too.
All right.
I'm very curious because it's.
Hey,
starting to
Paul,
make
do you have any idea why do we do that?
sense. He's not paying attention to us today.
Probably so.
Oh, well.
But seriously, I want you to look it up.
Okay, I will.
Okay,
I definitely will.
I won't know.
I know you will. I'll let you know when I find out.
Please,
I definitely
I have
will.
no
What's the
idea what. What did you say?
What
What's
was
the question?
Why would one use cinnamon, basil, and rosemary mixed together around a blessing?
I'll find out for you.
All right.
Cool.
How many people did you get like that? He's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We're going to do a couple more here. Then we're going to do one on her.
No, we're not.
Your mom and dad, you will never have that closeness that you would like.
Yeah, I've accepted that too.
Remember this, they gave you life.
Oh,
That's all they were meant to do.
yeah, I've kind of reached that same conclusion.
You will always be a solitary worker.
Yep.
You will meet a lot of people,
Yup.
okay? What are you, about 28 or 29?
Oh God, no, way older.
No.
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna be 38 at the end of the
No.
month.
No,
Yeah.
I would
You want
have.
to see my license? I'll prove
No,
it to
no,
you.
no.
No, we believe you, but I would have.
I look much younger than I am.
That's because you had that vitality. I also will tell you the car that you have needs a lot of repair work. You're going to be going down the highway and you're going to have a clunk if you don't get them fixed. I know, where's the money coming from? You know what? The Spirit will give you the money if you ask for it. All these angels that's sitting there.
I feel like I do ask them for it, but not in a way that makes sense to them.
Right, but yes, it does, but
It
you're
does.
not listening.
Yeah, it's a matter of time. You know, you can ask, but you have to be open to receive the message back. So you ask and you think, okay, they got it, they're working on it. They are, but there's a part of you that has to open up so that they can give you the message. So I know it's hard because we really don't see them in their, in a.
And I feel like I am in communication
With
all
them
the
all the
time
time,
anyways,
so-
but obviously there's another avenue that needs to
Right,
open
it's
up.
just
Yeah.
just open. Just make the request and say, I hear you, I see you, I feel you.
You are definitely meeting someone that's going to be understanding of your beliefs and what you're teaching. He's also vegan.
Yay.
Okay. He also is very much an animal lover.
Good.
Okay. He grows his own vegetables. You do too?
I grew up doing it with my dad, and I would love to now, but I have a lot of shade on my property, so I have a hard time actually getting things to flourish.
Okay.
Your grandmother and your great-grandmother says that's no excuse. She says it's laziness.
Maybe there's some of that too.
Do you work as well?
Oh yeah,
What do you do for work?
I'm a freelance writer. That's my bread
Good
and
for
butter.
you.
So
Yeah.
that's you're pretty successful with that?
Yeah, that's my bread and butter job.
Because you got some more coming.
Good. I need
Okay.
some more.
You got 2 more people that want you to do some writing for them.
Good.
I always love it when they say that's my bread and butter. Doesn't that mean you run down to the market with a ballpoint pen?
I could do that. That might be fun. But
You're also going to be writing some commercials.
really, I've never done that. That could be interesting.
That could be fun.
What's your
Yeah, that could be
experience
fun.
go? And and my friend Bob and I, we went to. Thank you, by the way.
Sure.
You
Thank
got
you.
a great future ahead of you.
Glad to hear that. Thank
You
you.
know, stop hesitating on it. Listen to your spirit. Stop. You are too self-centered that you don't really want to hear what they have to tell you. And believe me, I've gone through it. You're young yet, and I've
Not as
gone
young as you
through
thought, though.
it. No,
No,
but I've gone
yeah.
through it. So believe me, the journey I had, I always thought I could do everything on my own. When
Yep.
I did the readings, I did it all on my own. But the
Yeah, that's
cinnamon
basically
days
where I'm
were
at.
really- the answer I'm getting is just going to give a double point. Just put it like on the 4 corners of their property. You don't have to go on to do their property. I don't want you to do that.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
on
You're
your
not
side.
guarded well enough to do that yet.
Yeah.
But just right on the ends of the street and around there.
Okay.
And then put it around your house too.
Okay.
Okay. And if you
My
do-
neighbors are used to me doing weird stuff in the yard, so
Yeah.
They're not going to even notice.
no, they'll be like,
But-
"Oh, she's doing a weird thing again." All right, whatever.
But the one thing that I will tell you is don't be afraid to, you don't like to smell a sage. Okay. So just use the spray sage.
Okay.
Okay. 'Cause I really recommend you really need to.
Okay.
The person that you're angry at, write a letter so you can let it know. And burn it put a little sage on it or rosemary.
Which person?
burn
There's
it.
a lot of them.
Well, any of it, I'm going to tell you
They
now.
change daily, right? Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes hourly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Here you go. It's amazing when you start writing how all the anger will come up.
Yeah.
And trust me.
I've been working on my memoir, and I've been finding that I'm going through a lot of the anger again. I'm grieving things I never had a chance to grieve before, and yeah.
I love when people tell you to write it out and then put it in a book or put it in the Bible or put it in a drawer. That
No.
doesn't make any sense to me.
Just
because
write it and
you
do what it
really hide
feels.
it.
Right. Write it and do what you feel is best with it.
Right. I always write it and burn it.
That's what I do too.
Sure. I've done
Because
that.
what
I've
you're
done that.
doing- Because when you're writing it, okay. Yes, folks, this is Nor's philosophy. Thank you. Love you. And when you're writing it out, okay, and then you're putting it into the stage of rosemary, and rosemary is very good, and sweetgrass, okay, and you're writing it out, and then you're putting it in to this fire, into the incense there, and what you're actually doing is you're sending away all that negative energy,
Right. Exactly.
and then you're going to allow yourself to have the good energy,
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
You and I are going to be working together quite often.
Oh, good. I would love that.
I have to put Bossy down with us as well.
Okay.
Well, she loves me anyway.
I do. I've known you for so long.
You know.
I've
One
known
of
you
the,
for so
I
long.
actually see you opening up your own vegan restaurant.
But I don't even like to cook.
Well, that doesn't
You don't have to
necessarily
be the cook.
cook. You just hire people
hire.
to do that for you.
That's
Because
true.
there's a really, I don't know if there's a restaurant around here that has that type of.
There's
One
in
or two.
Yeah, there's
Is
one
there?
in Concord, isn't there?
There is one in Concord, Willow.
Yes, Willow. Yes.
In Nashua, there's a few places.
Oh, I didn't
But-
like the one in Concord. It was too dirty.
Why? I was up there and we had a great. I'm trying to think where
I
we
haven't
went.
actually been in there yet, but
Trying to think where we
But
went.
they changed too. I've been up there in years. But,
Hmm.
you know, you guys would love if you ever have a chance because you love the spirit. You like working. I went into a place in New Boston, a little cafe.
okay.
It looked like a barn at one time. I went in there and you could feel Iram, his name is. Thank you for allowing me. Yeah, and Iram just gave me permission because I got to ask, so I said thank you. And he's an older gentleman that died there, and he has like a grandson, that Eric, that runs this around there. And when you went in, you could feel the energy in there. I like it there.
Oh, I'd love to go to New Boston.
Yeah.
Have you been? New Boston, it's cute.
And I was out on the
I used to
deck.
live in Milford, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
familiar. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
So I was sitting on the deck and you could feel the water flowing through the energy.
Yeah.
Then when you went inside and I'm looking, here's this big picture. And people that think I'm crazy, they do that anyway, so that's okay. And the picture was going down this way, then it would go back up this way, and then when I got ready to leave, it straightened out.
Interesting. Interesting.
Okay, because it knew that I knew there's a lot of things here, and I know that it wanted me to send them home, but I could not do that. It's not my building; I don't own it, and I
Right,
don't
you
have
can't.
permission.
Right. You can't.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a no-no. A lot of
Yeah.
people tried that. That's a big no-no.
you
That's a
can't.
no-no.
That's not ethical.
No.
And the waiter service was bad. The food was come see, come saw. But then, yesterday, my daughter-in-law and I went to the Purple Finch.
I love that place. So good.
Isn't it awesome?
So good.
I gotta tell you, the owner, and I went and I thanked her for it. I said, I don't usually do this. Because I'm a food critic, I said, I usually slam restaurants. And I literally looked to find something. Of course, my friend Anna Lee, Amanda was there too. And, oh my God, I had spinach with eggs and feta cheese
Oh my
and broken up bacon and tomato, and everything blended right in together. It was nothing. You know how you get some food that's once overwhelming.
Yeah.
Now you can't have that, right? Or can you have eggs?
I prefer not to. If they're unfertilized eggs, then I'm okay with it. But most of
Right.
the time, you can't get eggs that haven't been touched by a rooster, and then I don't want to eat them.
No.
But if it's an unfertilized egg, it's not life, so it's
Right.
fine.
Right. Right. Okay.
And I
It's
like
a chicken
that.
period.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, I got it.
But oh my God, it was just so. And then my daughter-in-law had their, I think on the maple walnut French toast
Oh, gee.
with whipped cream on it, and their
That sounds
coffee
pretty
was
good,
just
too.
out of this world. I mean, and they have pumpkin bread.
Oh, I love pumpkin bread. Oh,
It's the right time of year for it.
it is, isn't it?
Yep.
So, folks, if you go by, tell them that Norm and Laurie and friends sent you in. No, you're not going to get a discount. Only me get that, you know. But I would recommend anybody to go there overall. I couldn't find any. I give it A triple plus.
Now, do you go to Crosby's in Nashua to get?
I have not been to Crosby's. Do they have gluten-free bread in Crosby's?
They may by now. When I was growing up, that they had the best.
I park in their parking lot a lot because I go to the. It used to be Unum's, but now
Yes.
it's an Indian restaurant.
Yes,
And
exactly.
I go there. So
They may be worth a trip in. I don't know. They have been around forever.
Forever.
That's why
Yeah.
I see your car getting towed.
Yeah, be careful where you park.
I try to be. I always pay the meter.
You gotta. There's something. I'm very concerned about your left side front driving.
Left side run, really? It's the right side that is sewn together, but okay.
Yeah. When I'm looking at, there's some shaking. What year is your car? Antique.
No, it's a 08, I think.
Okay. And it's something that you need to have like fixed up so you can have it for another 2 years.
Well, it's got to get inspected this month anyway, so they'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
One thing about you, I don't worry about you getting a speeding ticket.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I'm a leadfoot. They just ignore me because it's a white
That's why it's
it's
so
a white
old.
Toyota Matrix that looks like a grandmother drives it. So they,
That's what I'm
they
saying.
see it going 95 and up the road, and they're like, that car can't even go that fast. I'm hallucinating, and they leave me
I'm
alone.
more concerned about you not stopping long enough at the stop sign.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
you need to look to your left and to your right there, my dear.
I also will tell you that. Oh, do you have a calico colored cat?
I used to. Yeah,
passed
she's
away?
passed on, but
Because I see a big image of her.
she was
And
my
she
baby girl.
she says to tell you that she's very happy where she's at.
Thank you.
And the one thing I will also tell you, if your cats are lying there quietly, she loves to instigate them and get them going.
Oh, is that what happens?
There's a little bit of things when you're not home that go on.
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. But
Yeah.
And another thing, if you want to, one of your cats wants a new diet.
oh, which one?
You're next to the oldest one.
Okay,
You have a gray color,
black.
black color.
Close enough. Yeah.
It needs a variety change.
She wants everything. Oh my God, she's the most spoiled animal on the planet, and it's never enough for her.
She said she deserves it.
What
You
has
should
she
be
done for me
honored.
lately?
She said she gives you love.
Yeah, she's kind of into.
She does.
But she's also a very self-centered.
Oh my God, she is so self-centered and so jealous of all of the other cats.
Let me ask you,
And
what does she teach you?
Lately, my need for autonomy, like, because she has to be right here all the time, and it makes me crazy. And I keep being like, can you just sit over there?
No.
She works her way back. And I started saying to her, Mommy needs some autonomy now. So yeah,
She's teaching you patience.
she does. She does.
She's teaching you how to. She feels that you don't love her.
I know, but I do. She just,
It's a perception.
I know. And you see
This
the
is
world how
why
you see
she-
the world.
Was she a kitten when you got her? Or did you
No,
let
no, she was a leave behind when a previous relationship departed. He felt like the cat should stay with me.
So, this cat needs to start feeling abandoned.
Yes.
Well, I know she feels abandoned, but I've tried to explain it to her. Like, I'm not going to do
Don't
that.
say a word to her.
Okay.
Let your body language work with her.
All right.
Okay. Let her help you write that letter.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be a good thing. She's
Okay.
just
Because you
feeling.
do love her in your own way.
I do.
But
It's
you
just not the
become-
way she
But she's
wants.
not one of your favorites, and she knows that.
That is true. She's not.
And the one
We don't
thing
understand each other. That's
No.
part of it.
You know, do you want to?
I would like to, because
Okay,
I would
then
like her to be
understand that.
happier.
She's happy.
Yep.
But she just wants you to. She doesn't think you are, and she will run away.
Well, that would be very sad.
So maybe it's just a matter of.
How long have you had her?
Well, let's see. My previous relationship, he moved in. I don't know. I guess she's lived with me for like 3 years now.
Okay. The other ones have lived there longer.
No, the one that just came through with that message had been with me before. But when she passed away a couple years ago, I got 2 kittens, but they were already the black one and her brother were already with me at that point. So
Well, just make sure they're all treated equally.
I think
Stop
I
there.
do.
Stop. Well, I'm getting a message from her, and I'm getting from the one that passed. The one that passed said she gave you that cat for a reason.
Of course she did. That cat always knew more than I
You
did.
give her too much. I don't know what's in the container, but there's something about ash in the cat food that you're feeding.
Yeah.
Well, there's ash in almost all the cat food, so that
There's
wouldn't
some other
surprise me.
You got to
holistic.
really cut back on the ash on them.
All right, I'll look and see what I can find.
Cats are expensive when it comes. My cats are very picky.
Oh my God, they're worse than people.
Actually,
And you
they
can't
are.
negotiate with them.
And you know what? Like Scott feeds the cats, right? And I used to put, today they'll have tuna fish. They might have the chicken and the gravy. Or
Yeah.
You know, blah blah blah. Oh no, they tell him what he wants. So I go, there's work I have put into it,
Into organizing it.
organizing it, and then they tell him when he want, like to dry cat food and stuff like that. And he'll go and wake them up. And Angel, if she feels like it, she'll get up and go to eat. She don't, she'll do it at her own leisure, And Big Boy likes to have the fresh chicken. My dog will not eat dog food. We have to give him like rice with
Meat, yeah.
Kind of like that. I'll give her rather, or she loves cat food.
Oh, well, that's healthy.
It is.
But doesn't it have different dietary stuff?
It does. It does. You have to be careful because it can cause issues. There's a food out. It's Taste of the Wild.
Okay.
And
Can I get that at like the pet store?
yeah, you can do that. And then there's Blue Buffalo and places like. So if you go to like those little stores, there's one like up on 101 in Nashua.
Okay.
Food for Pets, because I have.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I have Chai on that, Taste of the Wild, and she's very particular. And Timmy, my dog, also does the Taste of the Wild in dog.
He loves his hot dog.
I know. And then I feed him Primal. That's the nuggets.
Okay.
And they make those for cats as well.
Okay.
And it looks expensive when you see the price, but they actually are eating less of the hot.
Because it's more nutritious, so it
right.
fills
So
them up.
yeah, it fills them up, and that's because Chai was also a stray. And when I got her, she was about...
Yeah, these were all strays. They all came from the shelter at one
right,
point
exactly.
in time or another,
So you don't know what their history
You
is.
have no
but-
idea. Yeah.
And even Chai will occasionally eat some of Timmy's dry food just to start controversy
Just
in
because,
the kitchen. Yeah,
yeah.
just because.
Always remember this: the animals, they still they live on the farms.
Yep.
And in Egypt and in Africa and all that, they don't pay all this money for.
Right.
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 The animals are survivors. They're
Yes.
probably better survivors than you and I are.
Oh, yeah.
We paper our animals.
Yeah, we do. Oh yeah.
And now I see where they're building a new condo section down on south part of Manchester, off in South Mammoth Road and up
Okay.
People Road. And I'm saying to myself, okay, here we go. All these luxury apartments, where are the animals going to go?
Right. I feel the same way when I see stuff like that.
People don't like when they built the Job Corps. They took all that property when they built up the Hackett Hill. They took. Then why there's animals,
Right.
and-
Before I went out on my own for work, I was working at a place over in Auburn, and we would have like company cookouts every Friday, and beavers and stuff would kind of come out of the
Right,
woods or
exactly,
whatever.
yeah.
And I remember a lot of the guys that worked there, it was a bunch of engineers, but a lot of the guys that worked there would be like, "Oh, what are you doing here? Blah blah blah." And I one day I couldn't take it anymore, and I turned, and in my best like teacher voice, verging on angry, was like, they were here first. So really, they're probably coming out of the woods and cursing at us for being in their way. And they were like, "You're nuts." And I'm like, "Not really."
No, you were right.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It's their land.
Right.
Where I
I'm
live,
like, how old is this building? How long have animals been on the planet? I'm pretty sure they were here first.
one of the things that I say on my website, and if you go through what I have said, who's wilder, the people or the wild animals?
Right.
Animals don't kill unless they're starving
Unless they have to.
and protecting their family member or territorial.
Right.
People just kill. for the
Honeybees
hell of
don't
it.
sting unless they're defending their food or their brood.
Right.
They don't just do it because you're there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, speaking of one thing we got to do here, folks, let's have a moment of silence for the people that are in Nevada.
We should do that.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Angels of all, we ask that you bless the family member and the families who were killed, the families who were shot, and we ask for the terror that happened through there that it may come down to be minimal. We even pray for the gentleman who did this, and we pray for his family members for the embarrassment that they're going to have to go through. But we pray and we ask for the peace, loving, and understanding of the whole people of this universe. We ask for the blessing of the Spirit. Amen and amen.
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 You got Mary on line 1. Just press
okay.
the green button once, okay?
Right there.
Right there.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Mary.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad.
Here's another cat lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, Mary?
Yeah, I got 4 of them.
Yay!
And they're all very spoiled.
Well, of course. Cats demand spoiling.
Exactly.
So how you doing, man? Oh, how'd the operation go, Mary?
Yeah, we want to know. How's your eye, honey?
It went good. It went to the doctor yesterday, eye doctor.
Uh-huh.
So everything's looking good. It's just got to heal now
Right.
Yay.
and everything.
Now you're
So,
going to have...
6 months, I see the other specialist for my right eye. This is a different doctor altogether.
All right.
Good.
Yeah.
Good,
so
good, good.
Everything's looking good.
Did you call that lady, Mary?
Yeah, she did call. Yeah,
Okay.
she called. Yes, a number you gave me, I called her.
Oh,
And
good.
she called me yesterday, and I think she called me about 3 times now.
Yeah.
And everything. So she said, if it's okay for me to call you, and I said, hey, what the heck? Call me anytime you want.
You're right. Yeah, she's a one.
Yeah.
She could have had the same thing that Mary and I had to cat her, but she's one of those that really gets nervous about it. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I can relate
know.
to that.
Yeah,
I can relate to that.
yeah, you know. So, what do you think about our young lady here, Mary?
Very good.
Oh, thank you, Mary.
She's actually 98 and says she's only 38.
Hi, Mary.
You know. So, Mary, Saturday, if you're interested, between 2 and 3, we're doing another cookout.
Alrighty.
Okay, Mary, you
Sounds
like
good.
homemade baked beans? You can have those, right?
Depends how they're made. Some people put bacon in them.
No, she don't.
Okay, then probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it once in a while.
Right. She makes the best homemade baked beans you ever had. When we sell them at our event, you better come early or you're not going to get
Yeah,
it.
they're gone.
You know. But also, Mary, your friend there that I like, is her name Nancy?
No? You mean Dottie?
No, the other one, that Chatterbox.
Oh, Beverly.
Beverly. I gotta really start praying for her health. I don't want her to tell because then she'll go spastic. But I have a lot of concern about her lungs filling up.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and but I have that too. But your mother said hi, and actually your niece that we did the memorial service for says to tell you that she's still watching over you. She loves your car.
Oh, thank you, Robin.
Yeah.
And thank you, Ma.
Yeah, and Hattie is with you too. She says that don't change the place, leave them like they are.
Yeah, yeah, because like I said, I didn't get a sign from her like I did with the caddy.
Yeah.
I felt her hand on my shoulder and tapped me, and it's like, okay, you can sell it. And I asked her about the plates, and I got no sign from her. So, hey, the plate is staying. Now, I've had it for 9 years, so another 9 years, I'll keep it with me.
Yeah, it's not your way, right?
No, it's right on the car, so it stays on. Everybody knows me. It's Queen Addie, one on there and everything. So
She's another one. She and I we go back in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
She was my bodyguard. I just sat trouble and she'd punch him out for me. I've always had protectors, Now I have to learn. But Mary has overcome a lot of obstacles with sickness.
Oh, wow.
Do you feel better now that you can see better, Mary?
yeah, I do. Yeah, I see much better.
Yeah. Now that you feel,
Much better.
because I know when I was blind there, I couldn't hardly see anything. And I think you get so nervous and you get terrible. you
Right,
don't know.
Yeah.
exactly.
And that's
It's
what
hard.
creates like
I
a
feel
sugar
when I
level.
take my glasses off, I
Yeah.
feel and try to walk around.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. It's like
And that's what creates your sugar level get high because you're nervous, you can't
Right.
see, and she can't chase her boyfriend down the street, whatever.
I make
So-
the cats do that.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mary from Cruising with Mary on the line. She has her own show. You tape it on Tuesdays, right?
Yeah, on Tuesday at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. And it can be through half-hour show. And here's another guest for you.
I know.
Good luck.
I know. Isn't
Sure.
she wonderful?
Everybody's always welcome.
I'm game, Mary. Whatever you want.
Okay.
Anytime you want to come on, just give me a call at 782-5835.
There you go. She's
See?
good. What did you say?
See? You never know.
You never
You
know.
never know. See, Spirit will allow us to.
Spirit brought me here for a reason, and clearly lots of reasons. But
Well, you're supposed to be doing a pole dance, but that.
oh well.
Yeah, it's Wednesday,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
exactly.
wearing the right
Yeah.
clothes.
I keep trying, huh, Mary?
That's right. Hey, you can always try.
And Mike got a different job. He's going to be working closer to home.
Oh, is he? Yeah, that was quite a ways off.
Yeah, that was a long way for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, 10 hours a day, so I'm happy for him. And
Yeah, it's good.
he's going to
That's
work
less
4 days.
gas, you know, you go all the way out there and have to come back again.
Yep.
That's a lot of gas, you know, to spend
Especially
out.
with the price of gas,
Yeah,
you know, so
Yeah.
we're happy for him. A lot of success, a lot of,
Yeah.
but I also will tell you, Mary, be very careful where you park your car in your parking lot.
Oh, yes.
Do you have one of those car covers?
No, I don't.
Well,
No,
that's
I had one for the caddy, though.
we'll have to see if we can find you
It
one.
wouldn't even fit the cat. This one here, anyway, it's a little bit shorter, you know, compared to my caddy.
So we got to go find you one, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about having one of them for the winter.
Right. 'Cause
That's a good idea, Mary.
It really is, 'cause that
Yeah.
way you can, keep you from all those riffraff that live around there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, how true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, Mary, I will talk to you later. Have a great day.
All right, catch you guys later.
I'll
Bye,
get-
Mary.
Bye,
I'll
Mary.
Call, I'll call you to remind
Bye.
you. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, I'll call you to remind you.
Take care,
Bye.
Mary.
Okay, bye-bye now. Yeah,
Yep,
bye-bye.
bye.
Yeah. Mary is, like I said, I've known her for a lot of years. She got intrigued by being co-host here, and then she made up her mind. There you
Just-
go. Very good. I'll let Lori know how well you did.
Thank you. I'm sure she's at home giggling.
I'll tell her how to yell at you for it.
She's,
She
that's
said,
not
no, that would be the other way around.
right, exactly.
You know. But Mary sat there, and I thought she said she wanted to be called. I've had like 17 spin-offs on my show.
Really?
So that's really cool.
That is.
You know,
That is really
yeah,
cool. What an
really
honor for
cool.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love. Well, you know what? You got to enjoy what you're doing.
You do.
If you do not enjoy it, then don't do it.
Right, it's just, you
Would
know.
you like to read me?
Sure.
All righty. Let me check my hand first.
oh my word.
Well,
look fine.
if your
Oh,
hair's
thank
wrong,
you.
the reading's wrong, right?
All
you.
right. Even when I'm teaching classes, I always check my hand.
It's true.
And
It's true.
I think she
So your
and
little
my
vein,
ex-wife-
maybe?
Yes. I think she and my ex-wife hid my mirror on me.
That's highly probable. Your ex-wife liked me. We used to talk about shoes.
She'd hide my tie, and she'd hide my, just. The first thing I'd do is where's the mirror? What are you talking about? Oh, they must have moved it.
Yeah, exactly.
So in other words, he's an easy target.
Yes. Indeed. Indeed.
I think a lot of when you look at a mirror, a lot of that's it's because you have to really. I know it sounds conceited, but because growing up as a child, I was made fun of so much.
I understand.
You know, so
Believe
you know
me,
what I'm talking about.
yes.
So
oh,
now
yes. Remember, I was weird. So,
Yeah,
and
so-
everyone thought I was weird. Not just my parents. Everyone,
Oh, yeah.
teachers.
So I had
kids.
my nose, like this. I had operation. This is all plastic surgery and all that stuff. So when they told me my butt looks like my leg, I said, "You got it." But I had my first surgery. Right, in fact, I was the very first one at Elliott Hospital,
At Elliot?
Oh, really?
and I think that's why I'm always looking in the mirror. I really, to convince myself that I really am.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
The first thing, are you beautiful?
I think so.
Do you think so? Or do you know so?
Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So when I look in the mirror, I see a beautiful person.
All
I
right.
can't determine what the rest
That's
of the
what I
world
want.
sees.
No,
That's the, yep.
I made everybody for an hour in one of my classes standing in the mirror. Boy, they got mad. And I keep telling them, I can't hear you.
Right.
And I also believe that we're a winner every day.
We are.
If
You,
we
you
wanna-
get to decide. So if you decide you're a winner, you're a winner.
If you
I
get
mean-
up in the morning and you make that
You've
decision,
won, yeah.
you've won.
You've
You've
won.
already won the day.
Some days just getting up means you've won.
Right.
I don't care. I don't care. Don't get me wrong. It's not easy to say a lot of times. Like when I lost everything, I had to rebuild my life back up. But that's how I learned how to do it.
Right.
I lived in it. I ate at the shelter, not embarrassed by it. I walked off a job, and that's when I got sober. Okay, and I love who I am today. And if you don't love yourself, then you can't. Then how can you learn how to become a winner unless you come to someone like you?
It's like you said. It's like you saw in my cards. I have been through hell, but I wouldn't change a single step of it
Oh,
because
yeah.
that made me who I am, and I love who I am. Yes, of course I'm on a journey. Yes, of course there's more things I can work on and continue to change and progress and
Exactly.
whatever. But I love who I am.
I am actually looking at, what do they call them things that have a long thing like this that goes down and digs into the earth? You know what I mean? It's like a machine when they're digging dirt or whatever they call it.
Crane?
No, not a crane.
No, and I can't think what it is. See, I'm not mechanically inclined.
No,
yet.
I'm mechanically inclined,
It
but
digs up dirt. I got Paul.
Backhoe?
a digger?
Backhoe or shovel or steam shovel, whatever it is.
Ding, 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 ding,
Mike
ding.
Mulligan and his steam shovel was my favorite book as a kid.
There you go.
Because I've seen that all around you.
Interesting.
Because I see you digging up a lot of wounds that you
Yep.
got to open up. And,
Yep.
there's-
And that's
you
how
were
you
meant
heal
to
them.
come
That's
here
right.
today.
Very much so. Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And we were meant to talk and whatever.
Yes.
And if you get upset, that's okay. I'm used to that. If,
No,
we'll-
your reading was such a blessing and completely
you.
spot on, but such a blessing.
Same. Thank
Okay,
you.
here we go.
Thank you.
All right, so you ready now?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'll hold them up and then I'll put them down for you.
Okay.
So spirals of manifestation, which I think you kind of just told me about a little bit. Focus on the light. Free from judgment, free to love.
That's spot on.
Yeah, exactly.
Restore and replenish. Faith in the process. And visions of life beyond death.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, some pretty powerful cards, right?
Exactly.
So,
You really are.
yeah. So this one, I think you kind of already touched on, where you've got all these spin-offs and people literally are spiraling around you as part of their own journeys, which is so cool. And part of what you do for them is help them focus on the light, focus on their gift, their beauty, their day to win, however they're going to win that day. What does that say again? Oh, okay. This one, again, because of your lifestyle and everything, like this is just a thing that's near and dear to you. This is
That
like
is right on spot on.
That is
Yeah.
spot on without
yeah,
a doubt.
that's like how you think that we should all just love each other, and I agree with you. We should just all love each other. The faith in the process, again, is something that you you really embody that. I'm sure it didn't come easy at first, but right now, like, you embody that, and you help the rest of us get to that same place, which is huge. I'm going to come to that one last.
Yeah.
And then the visions of life beyond death, I think is very similar to how hers was Legacy of Light. I think it's a very similar, I know, it's a very similar thing where what you're doing right now is going to go on forever. So it's not just that you're tapped in that way and you're getting messages from people that have already passed over, but when your turn comes to pass over, what you're doing now is going to resonate like so huge, and people are going to get tapped into you and continue to just kind of spiral and bring you back. That's part of the spirals as well, is they're going to spiral and bring you back.
I believe that.
Yeah, I believe that too. Absolutely.
Oh, I just got really hot.
Yeah, I do too. Except it's going up my left arm.
Chills, let me tell
Yeah,
you.
I do too.
And then this last one, I wanted to go here last because of something you have been saying to me about I need to take a sabbatical. And I feel like this isn't so much about you need to take a sabbatical as it is you need to allow yourself time in each day to have that moment or 10 moments or whatever of
You're
just, because you give so much to everybody. You have to take that same time to give to yourself
I have to
every
tell
single
you,
day.
yeah. I gotta
Every
tell you.
single day.
Yeah, I will do that. I gotta tell you, you've been right on spot on.
Absolutely.
And I don't usually say that with a lot of people. She
Right,
knows
but
that, okay?
you
And
truly
ladies and
are.
gentlemen, I just got read by Sarah
Woodard.
out of Nashua,
Yes.
and she is an author
Yes.
of children's books. Do you poke the kids in the eye?
Do I what?
Poke them in the eye when you write a book about them? When you write stories for kids, and you're getting done writing them, you poke them in the eye.
No.
No?
He may mean that metaphorically.
Yeah,
Are you
don't take it seriously.
right? And the eyes are the windows of the soul.
Right,
So
yeah.
when you're
No,
writing, you're
no, actually,
hearing
no,
what's-
kid, no. I used to say, if they don't behave, you poke them in the eye. You know? And I can't say that anymore because one kid really.
Because people, yeah,
exactly.
get
And
upset.
I always used to say, turn them upside down and beat them like a pinata. And I
You
can't
say
do
do
that
that
anymore
anymore
either,
It's
yeah.
amazing how they will follow that stuff. But what you folks, this woman was right on base. If you want to have a good reading,
Thank you, Norm.
and I'm going to pay you the highest compliment I know how. I read I will. Stop pressuring and stop hurting me.
Exactly.
She has been top notch, even though she's fairly new in it, now a newbie, and then she's going to get better. I would highly, anybody ever wants a reading, I would highly recommend you.
Oh, thank you.
And I don't do that.
Thank you, Norm.
Okay, except for one other friend, Amy Major, and of course my friend Lori, and then her. But I would never. But what you just did with everything was spot right on.
Absolutely breathtaking.
really
You were
was.
so gifted.
Thank you. It's not me. I'm
No.
a vessel.
Understood.
but-
That's what I like about you.
Yeah.
That what you just said is not me; it's the spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
And I really agree with that one. And a lot of what you just said up here. Wow, I got
Right.
so thrilled and so excited about
I normally I get chills, but the lights are hot, and I got like
it. Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh my god, like hot flash. Like,
The one thing that you and I will always know is I'm not any better than someone else, but I am on a path that I'm supposed to be on,
Right.
nor do I want
Right.
to. But if someone thinks they know it all, I have a ball.
we can't
Yes.
ever know it all. How can? There's way too much out there to know. That's
I-
not even. That doesn't even make sense.
I can say this in all honesty. I've been doing this for at least 40 years. Okay, I lived on the dark side. You know what I mean? I've done seances.
Yep.
I've had tables come. I've done with a Ouija board. I had one lady I was doing a seance with, and I knew an alcoholic. You never do that. Okay, I literally walked over and knocked her out of her chair. Could you imagine trying to explain something like that in court, especially McCurdy? You know what I
No,
mean?
there's-
You can't.
no, they
Yeah.
would lock you up in the loony bin.
Yeah, I would, and I've been through. So when people try to say, "Oh, this, and this," I'll tell them, until you've been on the path that I've been on, don't try to judge me.
Yeah, you can't.
I would never turn because we, in order to be a good spiritual person, to be a good reader, I really believe this is that you have to have some kind of a background on what or an understanding of what
Right.
people are going through.
Right.
Okay.
And it's so funny that you say that because I have been saying for a few months at least now, maybe a little longer, that I finally I've reached an understanding about why my journey and my path, especially as a kid, was so difficult and why I had to go through all these things that seemed so hard and dramatic at the time. And it was because I needed that compassion and that understanding and that tempering of that we're not we're all human. We're all human.
Right.
Nobody's perfect, and
Wait
we're
a
not
minute,
ever
I am.
going to be.
I'm sorry.
Ignore him.
Hide his mirror. Hide his mirror.
But okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. You two can talk.
Okay.
I want you to put your books up
Okay.
so they can see it. I want you to talk more about these and put these away if you want. Take it.
Alrighty.
That was so spot on.
It was. You are just absolutely positively
I wish
excellent.
Paul could come in.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. It's I'm
You wanna
just
sit
I'm
over
just a
here
really
and
good
back?
Yeah,
container.
let
That's
me
all.
sit over here and I'll give you back your chair.
I'm just a
when you come
really
back.
really awesome container.
Well, I'll tell you. I think that we humans, because that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. We take in, but the real gift is to be able to give it back.
Right. Right.
And so some people are very good at
The taking in.
the taking in, but the fear comes when they have to share it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're always concerned about what does it look like? What will people say?
What will people think? What if it's wrong? What if it's
right? How do I
so?
know
What
I'm
if it's wrong?
wrong?
So what if it's wrong?
It's a moment in time.
Right. And in 5 seconds it'll be over, and
Exactly.
you can make the choice to just let it go, and therefore it doesn't matter.
People think when you do readings for people that it's a forever and ever thing. It isn't. It's this
No.
moment in time.
Right.
And the message coming from Spirit
Right.
is for this moment in time.
Right.
And the next message will come when the other moment in time
Right, at the
comes,
next
when
moment.
you need to have that
Exactly.
that information.
Exactly. I have many decks, as I mentioned, but
Right.
but depending on where I'm at, where I feel called, I'll use different ones for my own readings.
Exactly.
And the message is always right, but it's always different. It's never the same message because I'm not in the same place.
And some people, I think, and I don't want to generalize, but I do find that that's true, because sometimes when you are taking a client, they're determined to have the message that they want to
Right.
to
They
hear.
they think that they need a certain thing and they're expecting you to give it to them, when
Right.
really what we're providing is what spirit wants them to have.
Right, exactly, and that sometimes can be a very difficult conversation to have.
Yeah.
But we're bound by spirit to deliver the message.
Yes.
We can't change what
no,
comes out. No,
no.
people think that
It's
if-
not up to me.
Right,
It's
if
not up
you-
to me.
but it
I may give it voice
right.
and use language that makes sense to that person, but that's all.
I once knew someone that wanted to learn the tarot, and if she received a message that she didn't like, she would buy a new deck of cards to get the right message. And the reality is, the tarot is only a vehicle. What's coming is coming from spirit.
Yeah.
And it's a message.
I buy a
that-
new deck when I feel like, yes, that one's speaking
right,
to
and
me.
or someone's
and-
coming along that I'm going to use this.
or yeah,
for.
for some
Exactly.
reason it's saying, buy me, buy me, buy me!
Yeah, exactly.
But you're not supposed to buy your own cards. That's supposed to be given to you as a gift.
Really? I haven't heard that. I feel like they come to me as a gift from spirit, but
Yeah,
spirit
okay.
expects
If
me
they're
to
saying
just
it,
lay
then
out
you're
the money.
okay. Usually, it would be more of an honor, and then you need to design your own cards.
I've been working on that.
Oh, I'm dying. Oh, I would love to see them when they're
I've been
done.
working on
oh,
that.
my
You can
goodness.
stay there. I'll be nice to you.
You sure? Because I can move over.
No, that's okay. You can stay there.
I've been working
Scott,
on
one
that.
take a picture of us sitting a different way here. It's just awkward.
Can we have the guests get a lot closer to the mic?
A lot closer to the mic?
Yeah.
Can I move the
No,
mic
no,
a lot
no.
closer
No,
to
no,
me?
no. Pull your mic-
I'm
pull your
kind of
mic
as
down.
close as-
There you go.
Okay, is that
There
better?
you go.
Much better.
Okay.
Thank you.
But usually we'll tell you that you should be honored. But you have several decks, right?
I do, but
Okay.
they're all other people's, but I am working on manifesting my own.
Yeah. But I mean, has someone actually given you a deck?
That deck.
A deck of
Like a
cards?
physical person? No, they've
No,
all been
okay.
they've all been guided to me.
You need to find a spirit. Someone I do know that you will be getting some cards from a spiritual person.
Cool.
And they'll be given to you. Okay.
Cool.
Now, do you bless your cards when you get them?
Yes,
Okay. You need to write something. You need to make your own cards.
it's in process.
And then
in the process.
I'm looking at, and it could be an odd number. It doesn't have to be 52. It doesn't have to be 13.
It doesn't matter.
It could be.
It's the whatever
I'm
the right
looking
number
at the
is.
number 27.
Well, that's my birthday, so there you go.
Who
Okay.
knew?
So that's what I'm looking at, the 27. So you need to do it that way. Okay. Well, this is different. You know, but the one thing I'm also looking with you too is, please, ASAP, do your cards.
Okay.
You said you're a freelance writer.
Yes.
You got a big person that wants you to do some political freelance writing.
Interesting. Okay.
And you're
Well, hopefully they're watching your show and now they know how to find me.
There you go. You want to tell people again your website?
Sure. So it's sarahssoul.com, and I'll spell it because there's two S's and it's soul like soul. It's SarahSsoul.com.
Okay. And they can find you on Facebook?
Yep, the Facebook page is linked right on the website, so it's
Okay.
easy to get to.
And you have a phone number you want to give out or not?
No.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
I'm not a big phone person.
Right.
Oh,
I have
that's
a I have a contact page on there, so they can contact me through the site, but
Right.
it will come to my email.
Do you have an email address?
Yes, but it's on the
It's on the
contact page,
everything's
yeah.
all on the website.
It's all there. Try to make it
Okay.
one-stop shopping.
Oh, okay. Do you also teach?
Fabulous.
I'm beginning to. My degree is in education,
Okay.
but traditional classroom was not for me. But on my website, I have an online courses section, and there's only one class in there right now, which is about connecting with your spirit guides. But I have more classes in the works that will be up
Good.
there.
That's excellent.
I've got a big bulletin board that we're going to start teaching.
Cool.
You know, on how to work with your psychic ability,
Right.
how to communicate with animals. Mm-hmm. And I just, for some reason, I believe that you and I are going to do a lot more work together.
I would love to do more work with you.
Okay.
That would be amazing.
I don't work well with people, to be honest with
Neither
you.
do I, so it's okay.
Maybe that's why, She can tell you I don't, I do have different classes, but the ones I know that I should have, like, I have a friend that's going to come and teach like 1 hour of hypnosis, the basic.
Sure.
Another one teaching Reiki energy.
Sure.
Are you a Reiki master?
I am Reiki master teacher. That was kind of
okay.
the beginning
okay.
of
Excellent.
and the rest of it kind of opened up from there.
Well,
So-
there I have to weigh it up between you and my co-host, on that. But
No,
she
that's-
she teaches auras and colors. I teach auras. Everyone has coloring on aura. Everybody's different. Everybody sees them differently.
Right, exactly.
Hers is all crybaby colors.
Excuse me. I am the quiet one. Well, okay.
Should teach you you're talking to. You have a beautiful aura. May I tell you?
Yeah, please, yes.
See, I have to ask permission, right?
I understand you do, but yes.
I'm
please
looking
go
at
ahead.
a lot of silver.
Oh.
A lot of silver, which is success. I'm also looking at gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, people see the spot. I see like an aura goes around like a rainbow
Sure, yep.
on top. However, this is the ever part. Is we gotta get rid of that dark purple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's by you writing.
Okay.
You're a freelance writer anyway, so you get. However, when you're writing that letter, you cannot do it on computer.
Okay.
It has to be written
Pen
on
and
plain paper,
Okay.
one side only.
Okay.
You can get if you put it on that side, you're insulting the spirit.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
and it has no lines
No lines. Okay. That's
because
good.
then you want it plain. Well, they don't, and no corrections.
Okay. Just train of thought.
Run it out.
Okay.
Because when you start correcting it, when you're an editor too, where you do the editing, you make sure it's right.
As a
then-
freelance writer, yeah, I have
and
to
then
do
you
both
take-
hats.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, then you have to. Then you're pulling your free spirit, your free writing away.
That makes sense.
And no, and if your spirit tells you to write that 4-letter word that begins with F, do it.
Oh, believe me, I have no problem using those words.
Okay, I just and a lot of people say, "Oh no, you can't."
No,
do
see,
that.
here's my thing with that. I think that if you don't speak those words, whatever 4-letter words, you're actually just blocking your throat chakra.
Right.
That's all you're doing.
When I do
Those words have power, and you need to give them that power.
when I do a medium reading on something that's crossed over, I'll say to the person, this person or that person has pretty, shall we say, a potty mouth, and they'll say yes. So I said, well, then you're
Going to get the
all
full
excited.
effect of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so that's how they know.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I also will tell you that your great grandfather doesn't understand on your mother's side.
Okay.
Doesn't understand the path that she took.
Nobody understands
'Cause
the
she-
path that
you-
she
you're
took any more
Jewish,
than they
right?
understand mine.
Yeah. No, he understands
Oh,
Jewish.
he-
Oh, yes,
Oh,
indeed.
really? Okay.
Yeah,
He
because he
understands
understands
you
what
very
you've done.
well.
He says you're doing things in a Jewish manner.
I like to think I am. I like to think I am.
Yeah.
And if you didn't believe me, he will block you. People understand that spirits can block if they want to.
Of course I can. Of course I can.
You got 3 cavities.
In my mouth right now? I was just at the dentist.
I don't care.
All right.
They don't show right now, but they're coming.
But they're coming. Lovely. I'll start saving my pennies.
Yeah. I also will tell you have to have calcium.
More calcium?
That's good. You eat calcium now?
Well, I have a lot of leafy greens, which has more calcium than dairy.
Okay.
And when I
Because
need
I'm
to, I
concerned
supplement
about the
too.
calcium in your bones.
But, all right.
We don't want to overdo the calcium either.
Right.
Okay. And it respects the fact that you are a vegan. Money. I don't want to tell her that.
Just say it.
In 5 years, you won't be.
We'll see what happens. I'm open to if the spirit leads me in a different direction.
You're
That's
not going to eat
fine.
meat.
Yeah, you won't go back to, like this is the
Meat.
process.
And you're going to eat more you're going to be more of a vegetarian.
So I may okay.
Okay.
And that like this. I mean, spirit has guided my diet since I tell people since the womb.
Yeah.
And there's funny stories with all of that. And it's brought me to this point. And if it leads me back in another direction, then that's fine.
Because it's
But-
concerned as you get older about your health. Okay.
Which makes sense.
My granddaughter, when she was born, when she got like a year old, and we did a birthday party, she'd cry if we brought the birthday cake. She'd be so upset.
Oh,
And she would not, until recently, she would not eat meat. She was a vegetarian until she got to be about maybe 14 or 15.
Really?
Yeah. I've got to get back into being a vegetarian again. My son makes the most awesome hamburgers.
Yes, he does.
You've had them, right? Oh, I don't know what he does or what else.
I don't know what he does to him.
But I don't. And they make, and so I kind of break the. Then I wonder why I have a headache.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
But they're so good. You know, and but I don't see you eating meat when I see you becoming a vegetarian.
And that could be. I was a vegetarian for a long time before I gave up the dairy and the
Yeah,
and the
okay.
and the
You
eggs.
need
so it
you
could-
need the milk products.
Or something in that.
Something.
Otherwise, you don't want to eat pills.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Find another substitute. for-
Sure. I mean, there's tons of calcium in leafy greens, and I do eat
Yeah.
those, but we'll see what happens. The spirit will guide
Yeah,
me.
that's what I'm saying. Like I said, in 5 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. In
But
5
then
years, a lot
again-
can change.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
But again, it's up to you to change it if
Yeah.
you want to.
Yeah.
I also will tell you, you believe in miracles?
Of course.
What if I told you in 2 years, possibly 3 years, you will have to wear glasses?
Yes. And it's actually really interesting you say that, because when I first started my shaman training, my vision changed dramatically.
Sure.
Dramatically. And it was like I have progressive lenses because
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
what I
see
have
at
too.
any distance anything. But when I started my shaman training, the close-up distance got a little worse, but the far away distance got better. It was really interesting. It's really interesting.
Talk about your shaman training.
What do you want to know?
Anything you want to tell us?
Well, let me plug where I'm going first. Let me plug that.
Yeah.
So it's an online, it's an online school. It's shamanism101.org, I think, .com. I think both will get you there.
Yeah.
Is the website, and it's really, really neat. The guy that put the school together, his name is Steve Sarah, and what he did was he knows all about all the different tribal traditions, right? Because every First Nation, tribal, whatever you want to call them, culture has their own shamanic traditions. But he took all of those and he put them all together in this ginormous Venn diagram, basically. And what was in the middle is what we call core. And it's all the stuff that's the same. So every single shamanic tradition has journeying, has spirit guides, has rituals, certain ceremonies, has etc., etc. They all have the rites of passage, initiations, etc. They all have these things. And then he picked and chose how to present it so that it would be the most accessible, and at least he thought, the most accessible to the Western mindset. Because we're not necessarily as open to certain things and whatever, because of how we've been trained. And so that's what his curriculum is it pulls all of the commonalities, but it's the how you journey from tribe to tribe is different. So he picked the one that was like, yep, this makes sense for the Western mind. How you connect with a spirit guide differs from tribe to tribe. And he went, this one works for the Western culture for people that are going to be taking classes online. So he did this really great job with that. And they break it up into 3 levels, although there's some discussion about maybe adding a 4th. But right now it's 3 levels. And each one kind of builds on itself for skills. So you start off literally learning how to cleanse yourself.
Right.
And where I'm at now is actually working with souls. And there's a lot that happens in between, of course.
Now, when you take these courses, you also venture on your own as well, right?
Yes.
I mean, John Doe said, well, we got to do it this way, but, okay, it's more like a guideline.
So initially, there are certain things that are called protocols that you have to follow for safety.
Right.
But as long as you're following those protocols, how you work with spirit is up to you in spirit.
Right.
And the other thing that I love about this school is that, unlike a lot of online programs where it's kind of like you get who you get, and it's maybe a free-for-all a little bit about who
Yeah.
and you may not even always have the same teacher or whatever. You are assigned when you sign up. You're assigned. They match you with a teacher, and they get a lot of information from you about who you are and where you're at and what your background is to try to match you with somebody that's a good fit. And I've loved my teacher so much that I've actually asked her to work with me all the way through, and she and I are convinced we were sisters in another life because
You meet each other in person?
she's in Canada. I've never met her.
Well, you're going to be meeting her.
Good. I would love to meet her.
That's why I told you to get your passport in order.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to meet her. We were sisters in another life. We definitely were.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I'm going out to dinner tonight.
You are.
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Because someone's
yeah,
coming to pick you up.
Yeah,
and
my
everybody's
friend
going out.
Susan, you know Susan. She's the money collector at the event.
Oh, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes,
Her and her
yes.
husband, and so I'm going to their house for dinner.
Nice.
I love it when I go to a free meal. You know. But you know, the one thing I'm looking at you too is that as your journey is progressing, okay, you're going to throw in the towel a couple times. We all do. That's
We all
kind of
do,
normal.
yep.
But then you're gonna ring it right back. Trust me when I can.
Yeah, and that's
I-
my pattern is I go, ugh, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
nope, okay.
Yeah. I can remember one morning, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, there was nothing weird going on or anything like, but I can remember going outside. I've had it. I threw in the towel. I've had enough. And my spirit showed me what it was going to look like. I didn't like it. I didn't want to see myself with one room cockroach haven or whatever, you know. Going back into drinking or whatever. No, I didn't want that at all. I said, okay, you won. I'm going to stay on the path. Because I can remember one time, about 11, 12 years ago, I walked into a bar. Oh, wow. Okay. I walked into a bar. And I was going to have a triple CC soda like I always did. And so I opened my wallet up. My granddaughter's picture fell out when I went to pay for it. And there was a gentleman sitting over there beside me. And I said, how are you? And he never turned his face around. He said, the bartender looks at me like I'm zapped out, you know. And I said, well, I'm paying for it. He goes, yeah, I know. And so then also my granddaughter's picture fell out. And I said, I can't do this. So I slid the drink down to the guy that was sitting there with a hat and all that. And all of a sudden, when I got up to walk out, I said, thank you, sir. There was nobody there.
Wow.
Wow.
It was me and what I would have looked like. Well, we got a couple more. I want to thank you for coming on and trust
Thank you
you'll
for
come on
having
again.
me.
We'll have
Truly
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll have you
This is
come back
amazing.
on again.
Sure.
And if you want my other co-host. And Lori, we do miss you.
Oh, we do. We
She
do,
gave me
we
such
do.
a hard time, Lori. I need you back in a hurry.
Yes, please rest well. We send our love and kisses. Rest well, my dear.
And we want to thank you.
Thank you.
If they want to get a hold of you again.
So the website is sarahssoul.com. It's SARAHSSOUL.
Okay. And all the information they need about you. What's the name of your books?
So the children's book is Audrey's Big Dream, and then the Spirit Guide workbook series, and all of these are on my website too. So, and with links to where you can buy
Right.
them and one-stop shopping. I try to make it easy.
There. Perfect.
Now, do you teach those?
So yeah, the online class is these kind of are you can use these separately, but these are also a really great companion for the online class. So
Excellent.
And how often do you do the online teaching?
it's up there. You sign up for it and you get access to it. So you can do. There's no you do it on your own time,
Okay.
in your own space,
Perfect.
at your own speed.
Okay.
That makes sense.
As the
when
spirit
one is
moves
taking a
you.
drink.
Well, because I can't tell you how fast you're going to make a connection. I don't know.
All right. That's an honest teacher. Well, folks, I want to thank Sarah Botwell. No. Woodard. Okay. Sarah Woodard for coming on. It was really encouraging. I was really blessed, and you did top art with that reading. I got to tell
Thank you so much.
that was the best
Absolutely.
reading I've had.
Yes.
Thank you.
And for
I'm
those out
just-
there,
I'm just a
there
really
again.
pretty vessel. That's all.
Yeah. And I want to thank everybody who was listening to us. Unfortunately, didn't call in, but whenever you're ready, just give us a call. And remember, every day, you are the winner. See you next time.
Fabulous.